Hey Dave, just wondering if on the lineup front, if you may have any more guys available for tomorrow night, and if you think that there's anybody that might potentially be a change in the lineup.
We're monitoring a couple injury things we've got going, from last night's game that there'll be a few guys not skate today. Um, of the guys that were hurt, we'll see where Bear is today. Lagesson, I don't think will be ready. Turris, I think if he gets through the practice today, could possibly be an option. So we're kind of day to day on a lot of guys.
Obviously, the record has been very, very good lately. Checking in with you every now and then on how you feel about the overall game. Where are you at with what you're seeing and what is left to be on the to-do list?
Oh, there's lots to do on the to-do list. There's the game last night. If you watch it, I thought we started out a little cautious. Give them credit. They're a desperate team. They come out. I thought we got better as the game went on. And our third period, the players talked about after the second period, let's make the third period our best of the game and see where it goes. And we were able to get out of a deficit. So we'd like to start the game tomorrow like we played the third. But there's parts of our game that you like, and then there's parts that we still have to continue to work away at. And that's the way it is, an ongoing process all year. You try to zero in on things that are really important to your group to build consistency in it, and that's what we're trying to do every day. And you're seeing some of the results. We're not. I wouldn't say we're 100% consistent in what we're doing, but we're trying hard to get there. So we'll keep working at it.
Bob Stauffer, 630 Chad.
Hey, people get in this, the hockey business, and you want to bring passion, and you want to have some life around you and some juice. And you've talked in the past about how Mike Smith does that as a goaltender, and he can fire up his group. And I'm just wondering if there's moments, and I know it's going good, and maybe sometimes you need it when you're struggling a bit, where you need some levity. Maybe you have some a chuckle at a guy who's a consistent drill buster. If you've had a guy in the past or a guy currently on the team that not everybody's Connor McDavid wanting to lead every drill it gets started with. So, I see a smile, so I don't know how much you want to extrapolate on this for us.
No, you know what? You're exactly right, Bob. I mean, teams, you have to enjoy what you're doing too, and it's easier to enjoy it when you're winning some games, goes without saying. But I think those are the things that when you see players when they retire or not playing anymore, one of the things they always mention they miss is the camaraderie in the dressing room and just being around a team. And those are things that I don't think the media sees, especially now when you're not in the room. But there's a lot of you go through the trials and tribulations of trying to win, but there's a lot of fun that happens in that dressing room too. You always have your pranksters on the team, and like I say, especially when your team is feeling good about themselves, you see lots of smiles and lots of camaraderie, and it makes for a good atmosphere. So you're exactly right. A team is built not just how you play on the ice, but it's off the ice and how players engage with each other. And ultimately, you got to have fun in this, or everybody be miserable all the time.
Rob Kichkowski, Post Media.
Dave, probably already know the answer to this, but I'll ask anyway just to get your comment. But when a team gets on a huge roll, a 10-2 run, sometimes you have to remind them to not get too high on themselves, not to read their own press clippings, that there's a long way to go. Do you guys have to do anything like that to make sure everybody stays in the right mindset?
Well, yeah, I don't know how much guys read the press clippings. I know I don't read them, so. We're just trying to stay consistent on what we're doing. Right? You try to stay consistent, not to get too high when you win, not to get too low, but you're trying to build a team where we know how we want to play together. Everybody has a role. Everybody's wants to do their part as bad as they can or as well as they can, and that's the kind of atmosphere we try to create around here. Winning is a byproduct of your preparation and how you go about staying consistent in your play and maximizing the players you have. And So if you stay to that kind of mindset, you don't get too high or too low when you're winning or losing.
You saw that Calgary beats Toronto, Ottawa beats Montreal, Vancouver pushes you guys to the limit. I guess, everybody's hoping for a little bit of separation. It doesn't look like we're going to see it. Is that a reminder then that maybe don't look at where everybody is in the standings, just concentrate on
I've said that right from the start. This is going to be a tight division, and anybody can beat anybody on a given night. It comes down to who makes a good play. Maybe a goaltender has a big game, but you're going to be in a dogfight every night, no matter who you're playing. So it's you just have to recognize that. Ottawa had some struggles early, but you watch their team play now. They're playing hard. You got to worry about yourself, take care of your own business, but you're going to be in a hard game every night, and just the way this schedule's set up and how few teams you play, the teams very well, and you know how you're going to have to play if you're going to be successful.
Jim Matheson, Post Media.
Couple of things, Dave. The first one, when Roussel punched Jesse in the face, were you thinking to yourself, that's a tough guy punching a kid in the face, and what's going to happen here? Or is eventually, if Jesse's going to play aggressively, is he going to have to, I guess, stand up for himself? How did you see that whole Roussel-Jesse thing?
I don't think Jesse was ready for that for starters, but that's the way Roussel plays. He's a hard player. You have to be ready for that. I thought the penalty, a 2-minute minor on that, was not enough, and obviously the league thought the same way I did with fining him $5,000 today. So that's happens in the game. Jesse's got to be ready for that. Jesse played. You watch the way Jesse played that game. He played really hard. He was a hard player to play against, but. He's got to probably, my guess is he might protect himself a little better next time.
And the other question I have for you is, any update with Cuckoo and Zach, did they need surgery for these injuries?
Cuckoo, I believe, did have surgery, and actually I don't know that yet. He was evaluated, and he's at home. I don't know what his status is right now. I know he's out, and Zach did not have surgery. He's at home skating right now.
Paul Gazzolo, Oilers TV.
Hey Dave, I know a few weeks back you said you were looking for energy and stability in the bottom six. Has Tyler, JJ, and Archibald provided you with that?
Yeah, they've been a pretty solid line. Since we put them together, they've given us quality minutes in games, and they've contributed a little bit of offensively. JJ and Arch are key penalty killers for us, so they've just been a really solid line. Just give you, like I say, just give you quality minutes in that situation, and our bottom six have been a big part of our success here as our team has balanced out a little bit.